Did you know that there is an ant species out there that can carry many times its own body weight? Say hello to the super ant. Hey there, welcome to my channel. I sure do love ants. These little insects have been with us humans for thousands of years, and they show no signs of going away anytime soon. There are about 12,000 known species of ants across the globe. And while some ants may be small, like the pharaoh ant, which is only about 1 millimeter in length, other ants can grow to massive proportions. Take the giant forest ant, which can reach lengths of up to 3 centimeters. Yeah, that's bigger than a dime. And then we have our very own North American giant, the bullet ant, which can get to be around 4 centimeters long. That's almost 2 inches. Some ants are red, some are black, and others are even rainbow colored. And while they all look different, they share one commonality. They all have 3 body segments: a head, thorax, and abdomen, 3 pairs of legs, and 1 pair of antennae. But what makes an ant an ant? How do these tiny creatures work together to create huge colonies that can last for decades? Let's take a closer look at one of the most well-known ant species on the planet, the red imported fire ant. There are more than 600 different species of fire ants, but this particular kind was first discovered in South America, where it still lives today. It got its start in the United States after hitching a ride on a banana boat in the 1930s. Since then, this invasive species has spread from Florida all the way to California and everywhere in between. Red imported fire ants are small, measuring between 2 and 3 millimeters in length. They are reddish brown or black in color and have 2 distinct nodes or narrow waists between their thorax and abdomen. This feature helps to distinguish them from other similar ant species. When threatened, red imported fire ants will bite and then spray a strong acid on their attackers. This is what gives them their fiery reputation. While there are many different types of social insects, such as bees, wasps, and termites, ants stand out because they live in colonies with 3 different kinds of adult members: the queen, the workers, and the males. While the male and female workers look pretty much identical, the queen is usually larger and has a stinger. Male fire ants only stick around for mating season, during which they mate with multiple queens. Then they die shortly after. The new queens then set out to find a fig, or leaf, that they can turn into a fig leaf fig. Basically a fig that hasn't fully grown yet, or a leaf that is large enough to enclose their body. They tuck themselves inside and begin laying eggs. In just a few weeks, the eggs hatch into male and female workers, and the colony begins to grow. Worker ants come in different sizes, depending on their role within the colony. Some worker ants are responsible for taking care of the eggs and larvae, while others go out foraging for food. As the colony grows, so does the fig leaf fig, or fig that the colony is living in. Eventually the colony becomes too large for their fig, and the colony must split. A portion of the workers will set out to find a new fig leaf fig, or fig to move into. The fig leaves are always on the lookout for new fig leaves to move into. When they find one, they mark it with pheromones, so that the rest of the colony knows that it's been found. Once the fig leaf fig has been accepted by the colony, the foragers will bring back food to help establish the new nest. Then the colony splits, the old fig is abandoned, and everyone moves into the new fig leaf fig. Unlike most insects, ants are active during the day, which is why we are most likely to see them when we are out doing our own fig leaf figs. Fig leaf figs are very important to the survival of the red imported fire ant colony. If a fig leaf fig is damaged or destroyed, the colony could be wiped out, so the ants work together to defend their fig leaf figs from threats like parasitic fig wasps, which lay their eggs inside the fig leaf figs. and eat the ant's fig sap. If a colony is infiltrated by fig wasps, the ants will kill every single fig wasp that they can find. Foraging ants may travel up to half a mile away from the colony. In search of food, they will feed on just about anything they can find, including other insects, plants, seeds, fruit, honeydew, which is a sugary substance, secreted by certain insects, and even dead animals. Fire ants will stockpile any extra food they find, so that they can take it back to the colony to feed the queen and any ants that shan't forage for themselves. Food is divided up based on the needs of the colony, so if there are many larvae, then the foragers will bring back more food for them. Red imported fire ant colonies can contain hundreds of thousands of members, but that doesn't mean that they are safe from predators. Armadillos, turtles, birds, frogs, lizards, spiders, and even other ants will prey on fire ants. Because of this, the ants work together to protect their colony mates. If a predator attacks the colony, then the ants will swarm over the attacker and bite and sting them until they retreat. As you can probably imagine, with all those members in one colony, there is bound to be conflict. Sometimes the conflict is so great that it can break a colony in half. In these cases, the two halves of the colony may fight each other until one colony wins and absorbs the other. But not all fighting is bad. Fighting with another colony can result in the absorption of new members. And fire ants are known to attack other ant colonies. They will swarm over the other colony and kill every single member. Then they will take the food and the queen of the defeated colony back to their own nest. There, the queens will be forced to lay eggs for their captors. Speaking of queens, it's not uncommon for a queen to produce 1,000 eggs per day. She lays her eggs in a specialized chamber of the fig that is made just for her. These eggs will hatch into males and females that will mate with each other, so that the females are pregnant before they even leave the fig. After the new generation hatches, they will set off to find a new fig leaf fig. While this process ensures the continuation of the species, it also means that there may be multiple queens in one colony, and having multiple queens can cause tension in a colony. Often the colony will split into separate groups based on which queen they support. Eventually though, the queens may decide to merge their colonies. If you think that red imported fire ants are the only ones capable of carrying many times their own body weight, then think again. Not only can the bullet ant lift many times its own body weight, it can even carry heavy loads over rough terrain. The secret behind their strength is their exoskeleton. Their bodies are more rigid than other ant species, meaning that they have less flexibility when they walk. To make up for this, they have developed powerful muscles that allow them to lift incredibly heavy objects. Here at the Smithsonian, we have an extremely rare opportunity to learn more about insect anatomy thanks to a new exhibit called the Insect Zoo. Here we have the preserved bodies of insects, including the bullet ant. While they may not be moving around like live insects, the exhibits allow us to learn more about the structure of insects, like the bullet ant. We can see how their body parts are adapted to help them survive. For example, we can see how their mouth parts are adapted to carry their large and heavy stinger. So the next time you're outside, keep your eyes peeled for ants. You never know what you might learn. Thanks for watching.